Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. Now we're going to talk about higher education and some vocabulary dealing with higher education, university and college. Would you please listen to the slide very carefully, and afterward you are going to answer my questions. Take a look to the pictures very carefully and find which one is university, college, graduation, toga, and PhD. Okay, take a look to the first pictures. What is the first pictures? What is it? Is it college or university? Yes, this is the college. College is a place for you to have a higher education. It usually have less facilities than university. This place is usually smaller, and then it usually have only a department, one department only. So what is the second pictures? Can you guess? Yes, this is the university. The same as college, the university also used to have the higher educations. But the university is usually a lot bigger with a lot more facilities. University is going to have a lot of department on it. Now, take a look to the third pictures. What can you see? Can you see a lot of students drawing the head together in very amusement feeling? Yes. So what is it? Yes, it is a celebration, or what it's called as graduation celebration. Graduation celebration. Okay, now take a look to the fourth pictures. What can you see from the fourth pictures? You see a lot of old person and one student nodding the head. So, what kinds of activity is it? Yes, you are right. This is a ceremonial graduation. Ceremonial graduation. Ceremonial graduation. Now, take a look to the fifth pictures. What pictures that you can see? What picture is it? Do you see a costume? Yes, you are. You are seeing a costume. So what is the name of the costume? Yes, you are right. Name of the costumes is graduation toga. Graduation toga. Graduation toga. Now, take a look to the sixth pictures. What can't you see from the pictures? Do you see some old Indian people? Yes, you see some old Indian people with their costumes. So, who are they? Okay, you are right. They are PhD. PhD. PhD stand for philosophy of doctor. Philosophy of doctor. Philosophy of doctor. Read the vocabularies below. Find a difficult item for you to figure out. I'm going to read some vocabularies dealing with higher education in order to let you know how to pronounce it and to know the definitions of the vocabularies itself. Okay, let's begin. You can repeat after me. Education. The process of teaching or learning in a school or college, or the knowledge that you get from this. Educational system. Educational systems are established to provide educations and training. Often for children and the young, the educational system in most underdeveloped countries need to be reformed. In the bahasa Indonesia, it's called as Sistem Pendidikan Nasional. Educational goal. Each country identifies the educational goal to be achieved by its educational system. In bahasa Indonesia, it's called as Sistem Pendidikan Nasional yang sudah tertuang dalam kurikulum dan undang-undang. Educational background. Past experience in education. To become an engineer in electronics, you need to have a scientific educational background. In bahasa Indonesia, it's called as latar belakang pendidikan. So someone else that have already finished or graduate from the higher education will have their own educational background. Jadi semua orang yang sudah menjadi sarjana itu mempunyai latar belakang pendidikan masing-masing. As you example, your educational background is English or English department. Jadi Anda latar belakang pendidikannya adalah sarjana bahasa Inggris. Now, school subject. A course or area of study, mathematics, English, French, physics are school subject. Math is her best subject. In bahasa Indonesia, it's called as mata kuliah atau mata pelajaran. School years. The school year start in September and end in June. In bahasa Indonesia, it's called as tahun ajaran atau tahun ajaran baru. School uniforms. It is obligatory that students wear school uniform in some school. Yes. School uniform in bahasa Indonesia, it's called as seragam sekolah. Private lesson. Some students need private lesson to keep up with their maths in learning school subjects. Private lesson in bahasa Indonesia, it's called as les privat. Mengambil les privat. Berarti mendatangkan guru privat ke rumah masing-masing. Private school. Students who go to private school pay fees. In bahasa Indonesia, it's called as sekolah swasta. Sekolah swasta in Pamekasan, example, University of Madura atau Universitas Madura. SDI Nurul Hikmah, SDI Al Munawwaroh. University graduate. A person who holds a university or college degree. University graduate find difficulties getting job these days. University graduate in bahasa Indonesia, it's called as sarjana. Sarjana sekarang mengalami kesulitan untuk mendapatkan pekerjaan. University degree. An academic title given by a college or university to a student who has completed a course of study. You go to university to get a university degree, Bachelor of Art degree. University degree in bahasa Indonesia it's called as strata pendidikan sarjana atau gelar sarjana. Ada S1, S2, dan S3. Learning need. Learning need is learners should identify their learning need in order to get the appropriate learning. Learning need means segala kebutuhan yang diperlukan oleh siswa atau mahasiswa untuk melanjutkan pendidikan, termasuk biaya pendidikan dan tata cara belajar di sekolah masing-masing, atau metode dan strategi yang dipakai oleh dirinya untuk keberlangsungan sekolahnya. Learning strategies. Learning strategies or study skills are techniques used to proceed in your own learning. Learning strategies in bahasa Indonesia is the strategy for the learners or the students. Strategi atau cara yang dilakukan oleh mahasiswa atau siswa untuk menyerap pendidikan yang dia dapat di sekolah masing-masing. Learning goals. Learning goals are the target behavior a learner attains through his learning experience. Learning goals in Indonesia is tujuan pendidikan. Tujuan pendidikan atau tujuan memperoleh pendidikan dari setiap siswa atau mahasiswa tidak sama, dinamakan learning goal. Jadi mereka mempunyai tujuan untuk mencapai cita-cita masing-masing, sehingga mereka mengambil jurusan atau program masing-masing. Adult illiteracy. Adult illiteracy is a major concern for any development. Adult illiteracy dalam bahasa Indonesia, ketidakmampuan dari seorang dewasa untuk berkembang, terutama di bidang pendidikan, seperti tidak bisa membaca atau menulis karena keterbelakangan. Learning strategies. Learning strategies or study skills are techniques used to proceed in your own learning. Learning strategies in bahasa Indonesia is the strategy for the learners or the students. Strategi atau cara yang dilakukan oleh mahasiswa atau siswa untuk menyerap pendidikan yang dia dapat di sekolah masing-masing. Learning goals. Learning goals are the target behavior a learner attains through his learning experience. Learning goals in Indonesia is tujuan pendidikan. Tujuan pendidikan atau tujuan memperoleh pendidikan dari setiap siswa atau mahasiswa tidak sama, dinamakan learning goal. Jadi mereka mempunyai tujuan untuk mencapai cita-cita masing-masing, sehingga mereka mengambil jurusan atau program masing-masing. Adult illiteracy. Adult illiteracy is a major concern for any development. Adult illiteracy dalam bahasa Indonesia, ketidakmampuan dari seorang dewasa untuk berkembang, terutama di bidang pendidikan, seperti tidak bisa membaca atau menulis karena keterbelakangan. education. Adult education is the practice of teaching and educating adults. It has become common in many countries. It takes on many forms, ranging from formal class-based learning to self-directed learning. There are more 800 million adults that cannot read or write. Adult education usually takes place in the evening. Adult education adalah pendidikan formal untuk orang dewasa yang tidak bisa membaca dan menulis. Untuk mengatasi adult illiteracy atau ketidakmampuan pada orang dewasa untuk membaca dan menulis, seperti program buka aksara yang diadakan atau diselenggarakan oleh pemerintah. Formal education result from a program or instruction in an education institution leading to a qualification or certification. Formal education atau pendidikan formal adalah suatu pendidikan yang berhak dimiliki oleh setiap siswa dan mahasiswa, mempunyai lembaga hukum tetap, biasanya swasta ataupun pemerintah, kemudian tempat tertentu dengan kurikulum tertentu, sistem pengajaran tertentu, dan apabila lulus nanti akan mendapatkan ijazah. Contohnya sekolah-sekolah formal yang sudah kita jalani bersama. Informal education occurs in the daily work, leisure, or family. Informal education adalah suatu pendidikan di mana diadakan secara tidak sengaja, tidak ada lembaga hukumnya, tidak ada kurikulumnya, tidak ada tempat berkumpul khusus. Contoh, ibu-ibu PKK, ibu-ibu pengajian, belajar memasak sendiri di YouTube, belajar otodidak dengan sering membongkar-bongkar laptop sehingga bisa. Misalnya, itu adalah informal education.